in the middle. Hello, collective. Good morning. Thank God that I'm alive. Thank God that I'm alive. Oh, it's going to be magical. It's such a lovely day. I love you so much. Welcome to my channel. Patience with Spirit. Patience, your psychic intuitive, host of Spirit News on Spotify, where we teach you about your non-physicalness. Excuse me. My throat's a little scratchy. Oh, they don't want speaking, but you can't stop God's work. God hired me. Who gon' fire me? Nobody. So I just want to say thank you to all the oracles online that are supporting each other. We're really kind of connecting. I don't want to say all their names because we're in the middle of spiritual warfare. So I don't want them to be targeted, but I'm sure they are already. But we are having so much fun connecting with each other. They're coming to my channel, I'm going to theirs. It's very, it just goes to show that you can have relationships that are completely energetic, that with people you never met before, who will support you more than the people in your life. It just goes to show that energy is key. You're first and foremost energy. And when you stick around in situations and places that don't feel good energetically, you will start to become that energy. So you have to remove yourself from it. But some people in the collective were finding that they have too much pride and ego. They don't know how to turn that off so they can walk away. They don't know how to walk away because they have a lot to lose. They've made a lot of mistakes and they've let it, this group of people that's in my energy have just let this go for so long, and they keep on doing the same things. They're still at it, you guys. They're still at it. So as long as they're still at it, we're still going to be here to help them, because we're not here to judge them. We were once there too. We're not here to make them feel worse than they do, because essentially pride and ego is a defense mechanism for shame and guilt. And if we didn't if they didn't have the capacity for shame and guilt, which sometimes I wonder, but to go to such great lengths to keep doing the same things to stop one person who has done nothing to them, it just goes to show that they have a lot to hide. That's to me, because why else would you want to hurt somebody so bad who's done nothing to you? So they have a lot of pride and ego that they can't seem to get around. So we have all our books. Spirit's been really showing me that your energetic stance has nothing to do with religion. You can literally get it. It's so multidimensional. Why limit yourself in one way of getting it? You don't have to do that. Just because other people are doing it, it doesn't mean it's working for them. It doesn't mean that you have to do it. You can do your own. So it's been really fun to just grasp that concept and really just allow Spirit to talk to me through whatever there is, because everything is energy. They talk to me in birds, they talk to me in signs, they talk to me in music, books, cards, games, like patterns on a wall. It's like Spirit is the what you are without a body. So they're here for us to utilize them, and I'm trying to teach you that with this channel and with Spirit News, which is on Spotify. And if you want to get more in depth on a higher level of learning, you can go there. Here we do psychic development reads to develop my psychic gift through the Guild of the Golden Triangle, my very own spirit team, Mish, Maribel, and Mantis. I've already introduced you to Mish. The next one will be Mantis, so don't you worry. You'll be meeting them. Just got to give you time between each one to really let it soak in. It's a lot of information. Okay, anyway, I'm feeling really silly. Here, let me cleanse. Let me cleanse myself. So this is Florida water. Spirit says it's just a representation of you cleansing your field, of you cleansing yourself to be like God, to have a clear field. It's a representation of that. on a physical form. So I was reading my prayers, which I do want to read a prayer at the end. I feel like it's so interesting. The prayers and the, I think there's like this misconception with worship and honor. And to me, I don't really, I use the Bible more not to worship, but to honor the ancestors, to know what happened. It's all of the history is recorded of all this, what happens when you commit the sins, what happens when people come against you, all that. It's all in there, and that's what it's for. So you know your history, so you know what your ancestors went through, because you're probably a living descendant of your ancestor, a reincarnation in it, and we're all taking turns to play out stories for our enlightenment, for our soul development. And so a lot of the same stories will occur, like coming out of Egypt, it's like those same stories will still occur, but on a modern scale. And so it's been really fun to see that and to have it apply to what's going on with you collective, what's going on with me and others, and to see that history really does repeat itself. And it's about breaking patterns and generational curses. And that's what gets you into the kingdom of heaven, not actually dying. and then you have to do it all over again. No, the point of coming here is to reach ascension in a human body, so you can have all the fruits of being in ascended, but in a physical form. So the Bible is meant to help you remember that, and you don't have to worship it, but I think a better word is honor. To honor that non-physical part of you that made you, that created you, that gave you the ability to be here right now, to give you strength when you don't have strength. That's why saying prayers is so powerful, because not only are you honoring, I'm replacing the word worship with honoring, not only are you honoring your maker, your energy. When you say the prayers were meant to clear your field with a high vibration. So when you speak them out loud, because they are honoring your non-physicalness, it automatically clears your field. You see, that's what I'm learning. Say prayers that honor your maker, clear your field and get you closer to him. So anyone going through a hard time, has a hard time letting go of pride, has a hard time admitting when they're wrong, who needs help, I suggest you get a Bible, open it up. Psalms is all prayers. If you look in the chapter of Psalms, it's a lot of prayers. I'm newer to the holy side of spirit, so I got myself directed by my guides a prayer book, and I even got like a little kids one. So I can honor my child that didn't understand this part of what she was being told when she was little. And I also got an actual Bible they have so many. This is the New World Translation, so it's easier to understand. Make it easy. There's lots of options for you. You have to go out and search and be curious about what those little thoughts are telling you, and you have to follow them. If you're sitting on the couch on your phone, it's going to be hard to hear. You have to be outside in nature, listening to music, reading, doing things that exercise your mind, okay? So I got this book from Savers, Kabbalah, the Heart of Jewish Mysticism. Never read the Kabbalah in my life, don't know nothing about it. I opened it to page 86, the 10 Sefirot. I have found an effective potion for the cure of pride. This consists of training yourself to do two things. First, respect all creatures, recognizing them, the sublime nature of the creature, who fashions human beings in wisdom, and whose wisdom inheres in each created thing. Second, train yourself to bring the love of your fellow human beings into your heart, even the wicked, as if they were your brothers and sisters, even more, until the love of all human beings is firm in your heart. Love even the wicked, thinking, I wish that they were righteous, turning back to God, making themselves desirable to the omnipresent. In this way, your heart will turn toward the good, and you will train yourself to contemplate the various good qualities. Isn't that lovely? So, Kabbalah suggests if you want to cure your pride, try to respect all creatures, recognizing them in their sublime nature. And try to, even people who you think are wicked or you have judgments towards, to try to look at them as a creature too, a creature of God. These people can't snap out of it. So I wanted to give them some encouragement because I don't know what to do. I'm learning too as we go, okay? So let's see if we can get a picture about what God wants us to know to help the collective, okay? Thank you so much, Spirit, for being with us. Please help us to understand the messages you want us to know. Oh, colors, spectrum. Let's see. Rather more valuable, as far as paint manufacturers, dyers, and many others were concerned, were the colored circles and... Oh, shit. Some people may have... maybe getting actual physical colored circles on their skin. Oh, shit. What else? Yeah. They could possibly be getting some kind of spots on their skin. Their skin could be getting crusty, flaky, dry, possibly hair falling out. It is winter. This does not look good. Look at these pictures. That looks pussy and gooey. This looks barren. Something's going on. Okay. Let's get some thesaurus words about it, okay? Spirit, please tell us what you want us to know. Rude. Rude behavior will not be tolerated. Throwing the rubbish out. He has a ruddy complexion. Pale, pallid, colorless, ashen gray, sallow. Someone's really sick, you guys. Rough, raw. Something's raw. We rode over tough terrain. I just saw wintry terrain. It's winter now. Which route do I take to Denver? Someone who's sick is getting up at dawn to go to Denver because they're having a rough time with round, circular, globular, orb, spherical, ball-shaped, elliptical. He was a short, round man, full-fleshed, obese. Give me a round dozen and I'll pay in cash. Give me a round dozen. He's addicted to pills. He arrived at the solution a roundabout way. They had to rouse her from a deep sleep. The speaker roused the mob of acts to violence. We stopped at a luncheonette for coffee and donuts. The boxer made a lunge at his opponent. So, somebody went to go meet, somebody's sick. I don't know if it's somebody or a couple people, but someone's sick. They could possibly have red bumps, pussy bumps, crusty bumps, pussy, rusty, crusty bumps. And they're trying to go out of town to pick up pills because they're addicted to pills. And maybe they had lunch with their dealer. They got in a fight with their dealer. One of them could be a boxer because of lunacy. Modern medicine and psychiatry can prevent certain forms of lunacy. Insanity, madness, mental derangement, a lynching. The mob lynched the cattle rustlers, executed without due process of law. Oh, what is going on? Let's see what this says. So, there's a man who's sick. So Spirit says, I probably should have taken the job a lot more seriously than I did. I goofed on it because it was temporary. The work was uninteresting and the pay was bad. I did the work, but that took me no time, and after I was done, I'd screw around with the other file clerks who were also temps. Hey man, give me some of that sandwich, it looks good. So the sandwich could represent, it doesn't have to be a sandwich, it could be drugs, it could be alcohol, it could be a woman, it could be a man, it could be a person. Naturally, that didn't make the boss happy. The boss is very happy with us. You guys shouldn't have any problems with this work. It's just manual labor, that's all. My God, you act like it's rocket science. Little did I know, however, that I would spend the rest of my life doing work like this and eventually learn to tolerate it. Actually, maybe I should have stayed with the civil service, which I eventually got back into anyway. It was clean, easy work. I had fringe benefits, and as I didn't realize because I was living with my parents at the time, I could have supported myself in my own apartment on the money I made. Of course, what happened to me in the years during the late 50s and early 60s, when I didn't work for the federal government, was very important. I don't know how much would have happened if I just stayed with the government right through. Oh, well, it's probably idle speculation in the long run. We're all dead anyway. So, this person had a government job, and they found it boring, so they goofed off a lot. They were always looking at, so this is a file cabinet, so if we modernize it, it could be computers. Maybe they have some government job where they were able to look at files and stuff. They do this. Hey man, give me some of your sandwich, it looks good. I mean, who says that? And he's got the sandwich like in his mouth. I think these workers could have been slacking off at a government job, and the one employee had something that the other ones wanted. Oh my God, maybe it is meth. I said it could be drugs, it could be, and he has a pill he in the dictionary it said he went to go get some drugs. So at this government job, they must be young, because he said, when I used to work with the government, I had good pay, but it was boring work. So it was like, it kind of feels like this person took this government job without passion, without, like, maybe more intentional, like for a purpose or something. Maybe to spy. I mean, you go work for the government. Look, he's looking at files. He's got a file out. He's got a file open. He's on the computer. This person's using their job. Oh my gosh. Okay, look at this. Hold on. I think they were doing sexual acts at work together. Because look at this. First, the sandwich is about to go in his mouth, and he says, hey, give me some of that. And then, look, he's got his hands over his crotch, and there's some, explosion stains, and the sandwich is there. So, I think they were doing maybe sexual things at this job, because, I don't know, they just found some toxic people there, and they got caught. they got caught doing this sexual thing. Perhaps two light-skinned people and one dark-skinned person, all men. And the boss is like, my God, can't you stay out of trouble? It's just manual labor. So they got shamed at work for something they got caught for. Something, I think, spying, drugs, and some kind of sexual interactions. Okay. At some government job that they weren't interested in it, but they got it. So that tells me that they did it for a purpose or something, or I don't know, maybe to spy on someone. I don't know. Let me see. Okay. Let's get some cards. I feel like cards are necessary now. I need to know. I need to get to the bottom of this. Alright, let's challenge my brain. Give me a challenge, Spirit. Let's exercise our brains this morning. How do I get rid of this thing? Can I get rid of it? No. Can't. Okay. Thank you so much, Spirit, for being here with us. Please tell us about this man. Oh, let me, he's at work, so I'm going to do my work cards. See what he's up to. Like, just because you're bored with your job doesn't mean you whack off, do drugs, and spy on people. I mean, is that something we gotta tell? Is that something we gotta tell you guys? No spying, no drugs, no whacking off at work. Okay? Okay, guys? Can we handle it? Alright, thank you so much, Spirit, for being here with us. Please, let us be of service. Help us give the messages that the collective needs to know to get a higher perspective of their linear view. There we go. Ooh, I got two. I just keep hearing this song. The new currency is energy, so talk cash to me. How's it go? I can't. I'm the oracle, bitch. I say what I see, and I say what I dream. I'm the oracle, bitch. The new currency is energy, so talk cash. Man, I can't remember how it goes, but something about the new currency being energy. Interesting. How to avoid lunch coma. Drink a large glass of water before lunch and a large glass of water after lunch. Spirit says drink water. Got it. Something about something they do before work, or I'm sorry, before lunch, after lunch, during lunch. They stay away from burritos and eat a lot of fruit. Don't eat carbohydrates and consider taking iron supplement before you eat. So something with their blood, maybe they're diabetic or something. Maybe they have diabetes, or I did say they were sick. The book was showing crusty, bumpy, musty. Maybe they're sick with some, like diabetics get the, I don't know what it is exactly, but it's like their skin, it's like they get gangrene or something. How to deal with an overly chatty coworker. Answer everything they say with a brief agreement. This will get boring after a while, so they'll likely move to a new target. I don't think people like this person at work. I think they just, like, appeased him, yeah, yep, that, yeah, totally, do that, yep, Yeah, I used to do that. I used to do that to my ex-husband when he wouldn't stop talking. So someone who is unable to stop talking usually has something they're hiding or something. to like overcompensate, to like bombard you so you don't ask them questions or something. It's like a mind control tactic. Maybe because of something they were doing at work was a secret with a coworker. Something they would do on their lunch breaks. How to treat hyperventilation when you've been fired. Breathe slowly into a paper bag. How to fend off an attacker in the company parking lot. Try to grab and pull the attacker's hair or ears. So this person was doing weird shit at work because they're bored. They could have been possibly whacking off on their before and after and during their lunch break. And they got caught. They got caught whacking off with someone else and possibly doing drugs and something else. The person that we're talking about specifically is very chatty because they're bored. Something about a new target. Someone was overly chatty about a new target with a brief agreement to answer everything they said till they were bored. Huh. How to fend off an attacker in the company parking lot. Try to grab and pull the attacker's hair or ear. Huh, I don't know. I need more clarification, please. Something about being overly chatty with a coworker about a brief agreement about how they were walking away because they were bored and were on to a new target. And then I don't know what this. Oh, maybe they were chatty about trying to send someone to attack you, collective, in a parking lot. Maybe someone overheard them talking about how they're gonna get you jumped in the parking lot because they're on drugs and shit at work. How to shake the hand of a prospective client. Extend your right hand to meet the other person's right hand and grasp firmly. They made an agreement with someone. Someone overheard them eavesdropping about how they made an agreement to have you jumped in a parking lot. And they shook hands on it with somebody. How to sleep in your cheap hotel your company booked for you. Take off the bedspread and use the towels for warmth. So, something about a work trip or something. Something about a company booked cheap hotel. Take off the bedspread. Huh. I mean, if you take off the bedspread of a hotel, they're going to charge you for it or wonder where it went. Interesting. I don't know. Let's move on. That's a hard one. That's real hard. I'm like, damn, now you wanted a challenge. I'm challenged. My brain hurts. So, they definitely made a deal with somebody to have you jumped in a parking lot to pull your hair and your ears. Why is that specified? Something about your hair and your ears. I don't know. But someone was eavesdropping and overheard their conversation about whatever they did in a hotel room that was a company trip and hiring someone to attack you in a parking lot. Or if they didn't eavesdrop, they were just overly chatty with someone they thought they could trust. But this person, I have a feeling, is like, what the fuck you just say? That sounds weird as hell. You're fucking weird. Because that's what I'd say. Big what? Should I call the police right now? Or is your family okay? Like, you're talking about, like, jumping people. Like, what are you talking about? That's what I would have been like. So let's see what this person did. Can never remember your name even though they've met you like 20 times. So this person barely even knows you, collective. This person barely even knows you, and they're having conversations at their job about getting you jumped. What's wrong with you? Why you do that to her? Why you do that to them? I don't know. They don't even know you. They don't even remember your name, even though they met you like 20 times. Has your phone number and knows where you live. Oh, shit. This person, I think, is the stalker. The stalker that's been coming up. I've been dying to know who the hell the stalker is. Is now the time, Spirit? Are we revealing the stalker that barely knows you, that whacks off to you before, during, after lunch, got caught at work whacking off to you, or watching you, at least? Was talking to someone about having you jumped, and possibly something about a cheap hotel. Something being done at a cheap hotel. But they don't even know you, but they have your number and know where you live. Why? What is going on? What is this person's problem? Choose with food with their mouth open. Choose food with their mouth open. Knows your number and where you live. Can never remember your name, even though they met you like 20 times. Okay. Recently lobotomized. And it says how to avoid lunch coma. So he just whacked off, basically. Or he hasn't been whacking off. Because it says how to avoid lunch coma. Drinks a large glass of water before and after and during lunch. So he's been lobotomized. Maybe he can't get it up. I don't know if it's a he, but it just said he in the car. You gotta put it where it fits. Will do anything for you if you save them. Why do they think you can save them? The evil genius who masterminded this whole scenario. So they're evil. They're a genius, but they don't have good intentions for you. Well, I don't understand why they don't like you, but has undetected terminal cancer. Didn't I say they were sick? They got the crusty lumpy bumpies. They have cancer. They probably can't whack off anymore. They're can't get it up. They got fired from their job, their government job that they've had since the 70s, perhaps, because the 60s or 70s, because they were spying on you and doing drugs and possibly sexual things at work, and someone overheard, or they talked too much to somebody about how they wanted to get you jumped in a parking lot and take you to a hotel and wrap you up in the bed sheets or something. I'm just going to say it because it just popped into my head, and I definitely wasn't thinking it, so I'm just going to say it. This whole, like, hotel, they wanted to take you to a cheap motel, take off the bedspread, or take off your skin and use it as warmth. I know that sounds crazy, but that's just, like, what I got in my head. So I'm releasing that. I ain't keeping that in there. You know what I'm saying? Anything being thrown at my throat chakra, I'll make it fall down. Hi, Sissy. That's Ceci says that. I love her. Auntie Ceci. Okay, so this person has terminal cancer. They need to go to the doctor because they have some addictions and they don't like you, but they want to wear your skin or something. We'll win the lottery tomorrow. They're gonna win the lottery tomorrow, and isn't it ironic? Don't you think? It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free advice that you just can't take. It's like winning the lottery and die the next day. It's a cool. Is this Alanis Morissette? No, I'm just kidding. Wow, how ironic. Because they're so evil. They're gonna get, because of what, this is energy, you guys. This is energy. Like, if this says energy, let me school ya. This person's an evil genius mastermind. They barely know you. They're pretty crude and rude. But something about you made them want to stalk you, end your life, wear your skin. So because that's the energy they were projecting, something has to do with money. Honestly, it must do with money because energetically, if that's what they're receiving and then they're going to die the next day, that means that they wanted something you have, possibly monetarily, money, and then they were going to unalive you. That's basically what that means, you know? Wow. Tell me more. Tell me more. I'm scared. Let me move closer. There we go. Tell me more. Is madly in love with you. What the hell? Then why the hell are they trying to kill you? Why do they want to wear your skin if they love you? Clearly this person is not healed. Well, tell me more. What about them? I can't pick it up. Hi everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in to my channel. Will survive and enter a 20-year coma if hit. But when they awake, they will stop at nothing to hunt you down. What is this, like the Terminator or something? It's coming from the future, you get to the past and you're gonna be in a coma and wake up and kill you? Like what? Or this person's an evil genius who masterminded this whole scenario, is madly in love with you, will do anything for you to save them. Why do they think collective can save them? Will solve world hunger in the next 3 years. They think that you're some kind of like savior or something. Let's look at a higher perspective of that. Let's go to the 5th dimension. Spirit, what the hell's going on? The dream was so vivid. The dream, they're in an illusion. The dream was so vivid that Twain was awakened, jumped out of bed, and ran down to the sitting room, only to find it empty. His relief was enormous, and he later told his sister about the dream. Then he put it quickly out of his mind. At that time, Henry was a clerk on the steamboat Pennsylvania. Twain also worked on the boat, but not this trip. The Pennsylvania blew up just south of Memphis, and Henry was scalded to death by steam. Twain rushed to the disaster scene. He saw the boy's body being taken away and collapsed from grief. So I have a sister, an author, and a clerk, Henry. I have Pamela, Henry, I have Memphis and Pennsylvania. So at that time, Henry was a clerk with the government. And Twain also worked with the government, but not on this job. Henry was scalded to death by his boss. He got fired. Oh, they tried to rush towards you when they got fired. They blamed you for getting fired? Why did they... Alright, let's see. Tell us more. It will not be that dramatic. Okay. Many people think of the changes as cataclysmic. There will be earthquakes and volcanic activity, and to those standing at the foot of the volcano, it will indeed be cataclysmic. The volcanic activity has already begun. Masses of land are already shifting, especially those previously known as Atlantis and Lemuria. These are now surfacing. You will observe these changes. So I think because of the energy shift, because this is so crazy, you guys. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. So according to the fifth dimension, what it looks like above our what we see, losing jobs and stuff, on an energetic level, it's literally like a splitting of two energies, Atlantis and Lemuria. One is more high vibrational and spiritual, and the other one is more into physical stuff, into material stuff, and it's like energetically they're being separated because they don't match each other vibrationally. And so it's going to look on a physical level like forest fires, earthquakes, what else? It's going to look like getting fired. It's going to look like diseases, famine, pestilence. Oh shit. What happened in Egypt when the things came? There was famine, poverty, pestilence. I just hear in the Wu-Tang song, with the pestilence, the hard-headed never learned. It's the testament to nose burn. Play my position in the game of life, standing firm. Jump the pan at the frying pan, or something. A streetcar named Desire. So yeah, this person was too concerned with getting money, and they were like, oh shit, come through, spirit. This stalker worked with somebody you know or something, or they were hired by somebody you know, and they fell in love with you. They were supposed to beat you up or something. They're supposed to follow you, beat you up, perhaps even take you to a hotel and wear your skin, but they fell in love with you. But not only that, they were trying to steal money from you. This all has to do with money. But now they think that you can save them because you know about energy. You're a healer, collective. They think that you can save them or something. You'll solve world hunger in 3 years, like you're some kind of messiah or something. Let me look in the Bible. What's the Bible gonna say? God, tell me what the hell is going on here. And the prophet and Zechariah, the grandson of Edo, the prophet, prophesies, oh my God, to the Jews. They think you're a prophet. To the Jews who were in Judah and who were in Judah. This person was with Judah. In the name of the God of Israel who was over them. It was then that Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel, and Jeshua, the son of come on, got up and started to rebuild the house of God, which was in Jerusalem, and with them there was God's prophets giving them aid. At that time, the governor beyond the river and their colleagues came to them, and this is what they were saying to them: who put an order through to you to build this house and to finish this beam structure? Who hired you? Who put the order through? Oh, the governor. So the authorities are coming to this person saying, who put the order through to unalive collective? Then they said to them this: what are the names of the able-bodied men that are building this building? Who's behind this? How many people are behind this? Tell us what you know. Because this person wants to redeem themselves in your eyes because they think that you're God's prophet. What? And the eye of their God proved to be upon the older men of the Jews, and they did not stop them until the report could go, and then an official document concerning this could be sent back. Here's a copy of the letter. Oh my God! They sent the word to him in the writing, and it was in this manner: all peace, let it become known that the king, that we went to the jurisdictional district of Judah, to the house of the great God, and it is being built with stones rolled into place, and timbers are being laid in the walls, and that work is being eagerly done, and is making progress in their hands. Then we asked these older men, this is what we said to them: who put an order through to you to build this house and to finish? I thought I just read that. Was it twice? Why does it say it twice? And this is the word that they gave back to us, saying, we are the servants of God. Oh damn. We are the servants of God of the heavens of the earth, and we are rebuilding the house that has been built many years before this. So this person has been shown something about you being some kind of prophet of God or something. Something where like you love God or you follow God. And so they want to make it right. But at the same time, they want you to die. It says, will survive and enter a 20-year coma if hit, but when they awake, they will stop at nothing to hunt you down. It's such a weird energy because I just think this person's unwell, like mentally, like something happened. It says recently lobotomized. So they're not thinking right. It's like they're bipolar or something. It's like they have, like 1 minute they love you and you're like winning the lottery. But then the next minute they have, they have terminal cancer, so they hate you because it's like what they did brought them the cancer, so they like love and hate you. It's a thin line between love and hate. Wow. Will do anything for you to save them. I don't think you can save them. I think they think you're some kind of magical being or something that could touch them and heal them, but that's just not how it works. you have to heal yourself. It's not going to come instantaneously, like, bing, you're healed, my son. It's not going to work like that. Maybe there are people who can do that, but when it comes to your emotional health, you're clearing your field of your emotional attachments, it's not going to be anything outside of yourself. It's going to be something you need to sit down with yourself in a quiet space and actually listen to what your soul is trying to tell you to fix those things. Maybe they think that you can cure their cancer, but it's terminal because of what they did. They've done a lot of, effery. What else? These people want to do. These people are disconnected from reality because they really thought that they could kill people and steal from people, and I don't know. It's like you're you're not even doing anything. You never come collective. You never come up as a dominant player in these people's schemes. It's like everything's done behind your back. It's like the weirdest thing. You literally couldn't be more separated from this energy. Why do they have cancer? Why do they love you? Why were they lobotomized? I have a lot of questions. Pointing a finger. Let me see. Who would get asked to leave a concert for singing too loud? Yeah, this person was talking too much. This person was talking too much to. Maybe they went to a concert, got a little loose with their friends, started, you know, talking about you and how they want to unalive you and your money. And it's like, oh, I just dropped all those cards. Ah, don't make me envious. You know I'm cool when I see red, and I'm in my head. You're gonna make me dangerous. Because this person was envious of you. This is upside down. What story from your life comes to mind when you hear naked? I just think of naked and afraid. I was thinking naked and afraid. This person has a problem because they were at work doing lewd acts too. This person has some kind of sex addiction. What is your biggest cooking fail? What is your biggest cooking fail? I don't know. What's that about? What is your favorite cooking show? Oh, what is your big? I don't know why I want to say cooking show. And then, what is your biggest cooking fail? I think they had something they were trying to get out of this. Because this also says we'll solve world hunger in the next 3 years. And choose food. So there's a lot of food references. I think this person wanted to have their own show or something on the Cooking Network. Or something like that. But they have sex addictions. And they could possibly be bipolar. Like whatever they have would have been lobotomized back in the day. Like if they went to a mental health facility, whatever they're afflicted with mentally or emotionally would have been given a lobotomy. So this person is disturbed. What are you secretly proud of? They're secretly proud that they like oh my god. Okay. So I see something in my head. I just see someone who gets like I see someone whacking off everywhere. They like it's like exciting to them to like see who they can whack off in front of and like where they can do it and like if anyone's watching them, who's gonna join in and it's just like a perverse person that is a little bit twisted. They could possibly take money to unalive people. Um, when was a time someone said something hurtful to you? They're mad at you because you said something honest to them, maybe about their cooking, or maybe about them and their sex addiction or something, or you said something to them that was honest, but it secretly hurt their feelings, so they're mad at you, but at the same time they're madly in love with you. What are you secretly proud of? They're secretly proud of that they unalive people and that they steal people's money to for their own gain, and that something about something about stalking you. I just see someone like literally with all the gear, like night goggles, binoculars, tents. They like hang out in the bushes watching you from your house or something. And they're like proud of it. It's like something they do like uh, 20 times. They can't remember your name even though they met you 20 times. This person doesn't even know you. They're but I think they're under some kind of illusion because the book said they're in a dream. So something they did, I think something they're secretly proud of, something they do. I think it's unaliving people, honestly. I think it's stalking people, unaliving them is like their secret pastime, and it could be the reason why they're gonna get cancer. They're addicted to drugs, they're addicted to sex, they're stalking you, they're madly in love with you even though they can't even remember your name. How have somebody seemingly minor words stuck with you through the years? Yeah, something you said to them has like haunted them or something. What did collective say to them? Let's do some messages. What the hell did collective say to them to make them like this? Like, I don't know what you could have said. This person already has a predisposition, emotional imbalance. So they're not coming from a balanced state to begin with. Spirit, thank you so much for being here with us. Please let us know what kind of thing the collective might have said. Maybe the collective said something they could be more mindful about, clearly. But sometimes, if you're not in a place to hear the truth, you're just not going to receive the truth in any way, shape, or form. If you're not ready to receive it, if the truth is given to you and you're not in a place to receive it, it can I guess trigger you. This person is triggered by you. Thank you so much, Spirit. Oh my gosh. What it do, barbecue? Hit, just kidding. No, it's Mark from last night. Was wondering why you took off so early this morning. Never heard you leave. Someone who took off, maybe like a one night stand you have? What it do, barbecue? Hit, just kidding. So someone you had a one night stand with, but maybe you saw the red flags. Maybe you saw the red flags, collective, so you're like, it was just like what it was, and then that's it. But this person took it really personally. Dude, I'm baked at the zoo right now, and I swear these otters are trying to tell me something. This person he's addicted to drugs and possibly sex and possibly some other substance that alters his mind. He hears voices in his head. He does hear voices in his head. But I think he thinks he's psychic or something. I just got my period. Oh, it's a girl? I just got my period, thank God. No offense, but you're really not the type I'm trying to procreate with. Oh, that's you, collective. Oh, shit. Collective, they're mad at you because you were honest with them and you turned them down. You told them that I'm not interested in you. I can't see myself having children with you. And so that right away shut it down because, you know, maybe they felt like, well, damn, you know, they took it the wrong way. But, I mean, in my opinion, wouldn't you want that? Like, why waste your time with somebody who doesn't really like you? You know, when you could just get it out of the way right away, like, hey, I just don't see myself being with you in the future. And that should be okay. It should be okay to say that. You shouldn't take it personally because there's someone out there for everybody. But if you're at a place like this vibrationally, and you meet someone who's not the same vibration, they're gonna, you know, this person was just honest. They were just honest, and this person took it like they even got a job. They used their job at the government to spy on you or something, or had a friend or something like that. You know. Hey Dennis, how's your weekend going? I love the new job. By the way, can't wait to see you Monday. They were obsessed with you. They were too obsessive. You probably had to draw a boundary because, oh wait, what's this? Hey babe, can't make couples therapy tonight. Me and the boys are trying the poop dollar prank at the park. Yeah, because they were so immature. Collective, you had to reject them because of where they were at vibrationally wasn't a match for you. And so because they don't realize energy, they took that really personally as some kind of dig against them, like they were unworthy of love. But that wasn't you. That was literally them projecting that onto you. You actually did them a favor. You don't want to stay with somebody who's not happy to be with you. There's going to be someone out there for everybody, but you have to be able to discern the red flags. What if Collective didn't say anything and stayed with this person who gave them many red flags and wasted years of their life? And that's what a lot of people do. They get into relationships because they don't want to be alone, you know, even though there's so many red flags. And they end up enduring whatever energy they end up merging with, and they become that energy. So that's really, you know, a lot of people think boundaries are like physical, but really they're energetic boundaries. You have to be able to know when somebody is well enough to receive you. If you aren't receiving someone well on an energetic level, and it's not easy and it's not fun and it's more hard work than it's supposed to be, then that means you're not supposed to be with them. Anyone you energetically match with, it will be easy, it'll be fun, they'll support you. You don't have to worry about if they're going to betray you because you're going to match each other's energy. But this person isn't working on any of their wounds, so they're going to match directly what they're vibrating at, which is terminal cancer. They gave themselves terminal cancer by having so much hatred for you because you rejected them. All right. That was a good one. We really got to the bottom of that one. Let's heal it. Spirit, how can we heal it? What can we do to heal it? Please let us know how this person in their last days with, oh, it says they'll make it. It says will survive a 20-year coma from their cancer or something. But if they wake up, they'll stop at nothing to hunt you down. I don't know if they have, I don't know if they're going to get a coma from the cancer or what. I don't know, but let's give them something. So when they wake up, they can have something to heal or something. I don't know. Please, Spirit, tell us how this person how we can be of service. How can we be of service in this person's last days to help them clear their field before they go? Maybe they can clear some things so when they come back, they don't have to repeat certain things. Spirit says no. Spirit says no to this person. No healing. No healing. Not even a split card. Because this person went too far off the deep end, and the only way to stop them is if they die. Spirit says no healing for this person. They're not going to heal. They're not in a place to accept healing. It's like one minute they hate you, one minute they love you. They're not able to snap out of it. They're not able to snap out of it. Well, let's say a prayer. Let's say a prayer for them. Mother Mary, let's say a prayer for this person, please. Okay. Psalm, the restoration of Jerusalem. Come, I will show you the bride of the Lamb. Revelation. Oh, praise the Lord, Jerusalem. Zion, praise your God. He has strengthened the bars of your gates. He has blessed the children within you. He established peace on your borders. He feeds you with the finest wheat. He sends out the word to the earth and swiftly runs his command. He showers down snow white as wool. He scatters hoarfrost like ashes. He hurls down hailstones like crumbs. The waters are frozen at his touch. That's so funny. It's snowing out right now. He sends forth his word, and it melts them. At the breath of his mouth, the waters flow. He makes his word known to Jacob, to Israel, his laws and decrees. He's making it known, his law, his word. This, whatever was happening here, he's not standing for. He's going to use this person as an example to his laws and decrees. He has not dealt thus with other nations. He has not taught them his decrees. Now I rejoice in my sufferings for your sake, and in my flesh I am filling up what is lacking in the afflictions of Christ on behalf of his body, his cancer, which is the church, of which I am a minister in accordance with God's stewardship given to me to bring to completion for you the word of God. Aww. I think God wanted me to say that prayer for him because this person's going to be dying soon. So they should find a place to take rest and do their best to go within and turn to God, okay? I love you. I hope this helps. Bye. See you next time.